WCBI News at 6 starts now.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. Joy Barnes has the night off. The driver of a Hyundai sedan escaped serious injury this afternoon when a log went through the windshield of her vehicle. This happened just after noon on Highway 82 West in Oktibbeha County, backing up traffic for a little while today. Mississippi Highway Patrol Troop G spokesman Chris Turnipseed says troopers believe the driver rear-ended the log truck, dislodging the log. It landed in the empty passenger seat. The driver of the car is being treated at a local hospital. The accident is still under investigation. An update now to a story we first brought you last night on WCBI News at 10. Law enforcement and first responders land a big one in Aberdeen Lake. Monroe County deputies were called to the lake near Blue Bluff after fishermen spotted a truck under the water with their sonar. It took about 3 hours for record crews working with the Monroe County Rescue Unit to pull the Ford pickup from the water. Sheriff Cecil Cantrell tells us the truck was stolen from the Blue Bluff campground area 10 years ago. The Calhoun County Sheriff's Department is investigating the discovery of a human skull. Sheriff Greg Pollen tells us a man was out walking around 11 o'clock this morning and found the skull in the front yard of a home on Hardin Street. It had apparently been dug up by a dog. Pollen says no other bones were found, and his department will conduct a wider search of that area tomorrow morning. Investigators will use cadaver dogs during the search. Pollen has taken the skull to the Mississippi Forensics Lab in Pearl for further examination. The Columbus Police Department Overview Committee is trying to generate a partnership between law enforcement and the community. The committee held its monthly meeting this morning. Police consultant KB Turner attended via Skype and discussed the department's public image, possible upcoming events to interact with the community, and the continued goal of getting 77 officers hired. Assistant Police Chief Fred Shelton talked to the group about working with a new program they hope will provide body cameras and tasers for the department. Members say so far they're pleased with the way the group is shaping up.
Things have really improved tremendously since the committee was first formed. Just as a citizen, I'm really proud of our leadership, our mayor and our city council. There were some challenges, some things took place, and the city has stepped up to the challenge.
And the committee meets the first Thursday of every month. Well, the running theme is out with the old, in with the new. The city of Starkville continues to chip away at improvements to the police department. WCBI's Victoria Bailey visited the construction site today. She's live in the studio with an update on that project. Victoria?
That's right, Andrea. If you pass by 101 East Lampkin Street in Starkville, it may appear the work to the police department is never going to come to an end. Renovations began in the fall of 2016 and were estimated to be complete by May 20th, 2017. According to Starkville Police Chief Frank Nichols, currently the building is about 80% complete. The completion date has been pushed back to mid-June. Now, from the beginning of the $5.4 million project, the officers have been in 7 different locations throughout the city. Nichols says the one thing officers are looking forward to more than moving into a newly renovated building is the ability to serve the community to the best of their abilities.
Once we get housed and all in the same location, this is our first ever police department. I think it's going to give the community not only a better sense of security, but a sense of pride, because now you have a practically new building downtown where otherwise there would have been an abandoned building.
Visit the Starkville Police Department's Facebook and Twitter page to find the latest updates on the renovations. Andrea?
All right, Victoria in the studio with that update for us. Time for a first look at our forecast on a chilly Thursday evening. Here's Chief Meteorologist Keith Gibson.
Oh, Andrea, I'm freezing here inside the building, even though it's just as cold outside. Look at these temperatures, or look at this ominous-looking landscape there in Tupelo with our Alpha Insurance camera. Scattered showers dotting the landscape here. We are in the 50s at this time in most spots here across North Mississippi. Winona, Oxford already into the upper 40s. Let's just say it's a raw, nasty Thursday for us, and our evening planning will continue these 50s and the showers as we go forward. Things will improve by the weekend, though. More on that in just a few minutes.
All right, Keith, thanks a lot. The Mississippi Emergency Management Agency is asking FEMA to come help determine the amount of damage suffered from the April 30th tornado outbreak. Director Lee Smithson wants the federal inspectors to gauge if Montgomery and Holmes County are eligible for individual assistance. That would mean residents of Kilmichael and Durant could get federal dollars to help recover. MEMA says it will seek public aid, that is, to help city and county governments recover those costs of cleanup in Calhoun, Montgomery, and 2 other counties. The big question is whether the state suffered enough damage to meet the threshold required for federal assistance. The most recent count confirms 26 tornadoes hit that day. The new budget bill heading to the president is a boon for the Golden Triangle in North Mississippi. Senator Thad Cochran says the spending bill sets aside $187 million to buy 28 Lakota helicopters. Those helicopters are built here in Columbus by Airbus. The 28 helicopters will be sent to Fort Rucker to support pilot training. Other money in the bill includes $19 million to continue unmanned aircraft system development. Some of that work takes place at Mississippi State University. It is a big honor, and coming up a little bit later on, we're going to check in with Allie on that. Well, communities across the country paused to pray today. Residents celebrated the National Day of Prayer with an observance at City Hall this morning. City and county leaders, along with residents in Aberdeen, came together for prayer and special music. The mayor, sheriff, and pastor spoke about what today means. They also shared scriptures and prayed for the community and its people.
Our nation needs healing, our city needs a healing, and so we need to ask God ourselves to help us, and we should act on what we ask Him for.
Aberdeen has been hosting a National Day of Prayer event for the past several years. All right, now to that story out of New Albany. It's a big honor for one Northeast Mississippi businesswoman, and there's a big celebration going on tonight. Our Allie Martin joins us live from New Albany with more on that. Allie?
Thank you. We are here at the Magnolia Civic Center in New Albany, where a ceremony honoring the state's Small Business Person of the Year is getting underway. Now, the winner is well known to locals and people all across the nation who have a sweet tooth. For as long as her mother can recall, Mary Jennifer Russell has loved to bake.
Out of my 4 children, she was the one that wanted to be beside me as soon as she was old enough to climb up in a chair and say, "Me help."
20 years ago, Mary Jennifer Russell began selling and marketing her baked goodies from her home, and Sugary's Bakery was born. In 2000, Russell moved to this downtown New Albany location. There have been several expansions, and now she has about 30 employees baking cakes, cupcakes, cookies, and other sweets from scratch every day.
We really do things the hard way because generally you can taste the difference if you go to the extra time to, toast the nuts and cook icings and just really infuse our ingredients with extra flavors. That comes through in the quality of the finished product.
Russell is at her business nearly every day, but earlier this week, Mary Jennifer and her mom were in Washington, D.C., where she was named Small Business Person of the Year for the Magnolia State.
It's a great big deal to be honored for this award, and it just shows, all the hard work that all the employees and the managers have put into this business over the past 20 years.
To see her in her element, to shine with her accomplishments was really, I was honored to be there and get to witness that.
Along with a busy retail location, Sugary's also does special orders for weddings, receptions, and other events, and they have a growing mail order business.
We worked with Corky's Manufacturing out of Memphis to kind of help us get our mail order line started, and now we handle all mail order production ourselves.
Employees at Sugary's are treated like family, which is another reason Mary Jennifer was named Small Business Person of the Year. Recently, she rented this apartment above Sugary's so employees can use it as a break room. Looking ahead, Russell wants Sugary's to continue its growth without sacrificing quality customers have come to expect.
If I can get 5, 10, 15% growth a year, that's a very manageable number for us.
Sugary's also uses local suppliers, and other well-known small businesses have products on the shelves at the Sweet Shop. You recognized during the ceremony, which has just started. Also, 6 other Small Business Champion Award winners and 10 outstanding leaders from all across the state are going to be honored. And I hear there's going to be some samples from Sugary's later, so I'm going to get a few of those on my way back. Well, we are here in New Albany for now. We're going to send it back to you in the studio.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. And I'll just say, whenever I'm going through New Albany, I have to stop at Sugary's. All right, this time tomorrow, people will be headed to downtown Columbus for this year's Market Street Festival. Tonight, volunteers are having a little kickoff party of their own. We'll check in live after the break.
You're watching WCBI's News at 6 with Andrea Self.
Welcome back, everybody. Market Street Festival kicks off tomorrow night in Columbus. This evening, though, organizers are celebrating with sponsors and volunteers. Our Tommy Lopez joins us live with a preview of this year's festival.
The fun has started for the Market Street Festival as we're about 24 hours away now from the start to all the events here in downtown Columbus. We're at the Trotter Convention Center right now. This is a party for all sponsors that make all of this happen for this 2-day event. And one of the event organizers, Amber Brislin, is joining me now. We're going to talk more about it. So the weather is supposed to be very nice, not nearly as gloomy as what we're seeing today, so everything should be fine for Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, that's something that we always is on our minds, you know. But I think we're in the clear now, and everybody can come out. It may be a little chilly tomorrow night, but just put on a jacket, wear your hippie gear, and come out and enjoy the concert at the Riverwalk, which begins at 7 o'clock. And then all day Saturday, we kick off everything at 9 o'clock. We'll have arts and crafts vendors, food, festivities, music, what everybody can expect at Market Street Festival.
So for a lot of people that have been to some or most of the 22-year events for Market Street Festival, what's going to be different tomorrow? You guys have a theme that's pretty interesting for Friday and Saturday.
We do. Friday night, we're calling it Riverstock at the Riverwalk, as all the music will be 60s and 70s. We are encouraging everyone to dress like a hippie and come on out. And we have some great new vendors that are coming, food, arts and crafts, just a little bit of everything. I encourage them.
They are all ready to go here in downtown Columbus. Live in Columbus, Tommy Lopez, WCBI News.
Well, we just have to get through Friday. It's going to be breezy and cool. More clouds out there, but we will get rid of those clouds for the weekend. It's looking amazing, warmer next week. The full forecast is next.
Your first alert weather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Keith Gibson.
Gloomy weather here in North Mississippi and West Alabama today. Our Alpha Insurance time lapse from downtown Columbus shows the fast-moving clouds, the scattered showers that don't last too terribly long, but we just have them out there scattered around, and it's just a miserable type day for us here. Currently in Columbus, 54 degrees, the wind from the west at 14. We've had a gust over 20 miles per hour today, and it looks like our temperatures will be hovering in the low 50s for most of the evening, and we'll get into the upper 40s later tonight. For those of you in Pontotoc, New Albany, some scattered showers also moving through the Tupelo area farther south. Not as numerous, but the showers are still around the Golden Triangle area, and we have even more showers back here to the west in Mississippi, western Mississippi, the Delta, and over towards Little Rock. So more rain back to the west as well, pivot around the region over the next 24 hours and then get out of here. Here's a big picture. You can see this stubborn area of low pressure. The upper low is up there in Kentucky, and that's what's driving this cool and unsettled stuff right now. But the back edge of those clouds, not too far away into western Arkansas and Missouri, and where the sun has come out today, it is very warm across the high plains into the 70s. And it's actually as warm as 83 in Portland, Oregon right now, and we're stuck here in the 50s. But that warmer air is going to win out as we get into the middle of next week. We will be back into the mid to upper 80s. Now for tonight, cloudy and cool, scattered showers, blustery conditions, upper 40s to around 50. Here's our planet for tomorrow. The best chance for showers probably during the morning hours. We'll try to limit those rain chances during the afternoon. A lot of cloud cover. If you live farther west, you may break out into some sunshine a little bit earlier. It could be a little bit warmer. If we're lucky, we may squeeze out some low 60s in our eastern counties, but we'll just wait and see. If you hold on to the clouds for most of the day, you may be stuck into the 50s. Now, here's Futurecast picking up on the clouds and lighter showers here this evening and during the overnight and tomorrow morning. There's the back edge of the clouds. At this point, it looks like those clouds may hold tough a little bit longer than what this is indicating here during the afternoon. But again, let's just hope for the best. All of that's out of here, though, as we get into tomorrow evening and as you wake up on Sunday or Saturday. Not Sunday, let's not advance past Saturday. As you wake up to Saturday, we're going to see a lot of sunshine here as we start the weekend. So look at this temperature trend we are going to be going on. Cool and breezy tomorrow, 45 tomorrow night. A chilly start to our Saturday, but we're back to 74. 76 on Sunday, 79 Monday, 85 Tuesday, 87 Wednesday, and then some showers return by Thursday. Andrea?
All right, Keith, thanks a lot. SEC baseball is getting into crunch time. The Bulldogs and Aggies gearing up for a crucial series starting tonight. More from both head coaches next in sports.
WCBI Sports with Tom Ebel is brought to you by your local Ford dealers. Go further.
An immovable object versus an unstoppable force. Mississippi State brings some of the SEC's best bats to College Station to take on Texas A&M, who boasts one of the stronger pitching staffs in the conference. A&M with the second best ERA amongst SEC pitching staffs. The first pitch between the Bulldogs and the Aggies is set for just a couple minutes from now, 6:30 p.m. tonight. That game will be broadcasted on ESPNU. Connor Pilkington will take the mound for Mississippi State in Game 1. After that, it's been the story of the season for Mississippi State. Game 2 and Game 3, who knows going to take the mound? Whoever's healthy at this point. Mississippi State will be looking for a little bit of revenge after A&M swept the Bulldogs in 2016. That was during Super Bulldog weekend last year. Here's both sides on the pivotal SEC West matchup.
We just got to make them earn everything they get. I mean, they got arguably the college baseball player of the year. We've got to do a great job limiting his opportunities.
This is a weekend where offensively we certainly need to show up ready to hit the fastball, ready to react to the secondary stuff, do our very best to put the ball in play, make Texas A&M pick it up, throw us out, that kind of thing, and just be ready to hit some really quality arms that are going to throw the ball really hard this weekend.
I mentioned that it was a pivotal SEC West matchup, and take a look at the West at this point in the season. Just over 2 weeks to go in the regular season, and 5 teams are separated by just 1 game in the conference. Then you check out Ole Miss. They're 2 games, 3 games back of everyone. So the SEC West as competitive as ever. Coming up this weekend, it's Iron Bowl version of baseball. Auburn will be taking on Alabama, and then Ole Miss will be traveling to Gainesville to take on the number 7 Florida Gators. So a big weekend full of crucial SEC series. As I mentioned, we're just over 2 weeks to go before the SEC tournament. Here's what we got to look forward to coming up tonight right here on WCBI Sports. Game 1's in the 3rd round of the MHSAA baseball playoffs going down in our viewing area. Here are some of the spots where you'll be able to check us out tonight. Tupelo taking on DeSoto Central, squaring off in 6A. Kossuth will be traveling to take on the Vikings of North Pontotoc in 3A. Going over to 2A, Ingomar at East Webster have promised to be a great series there, squaring off in 2A. And in 1A, Pine Grove taking on the defending champion, Tupelo Christian Prep. And last but not least, of course, French Camp taking on Nanawaya. Game 1 of these series that will decide who will be traveling to the North Half Finals. We'll have all these highlights coming up tonight at 10, for which promises to be an action-packed 10 o'clock. Of course, with all this baseball and Mississippi State, we can't, of course, forget about West Point football. They'll be receiving their rings tonight as part of a celebration to honor them as the 5A football champions this past season. We'll have more from West Point coming up at 10 as well, right here on WCBI Sports. We'll have Alaska weather coming up right after the break.
Winter-like temperatures out there right now, 40s and 50s. We have scattered showers. I know it's early May here, and it's just a blustery evening, and get through it. We'll get through it.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, blustery and cool, too, but the weekend, pretty nice, just in time for Market Street, warmer next week.
All right, we've got a live preview of Market Street Festival happening early in the morning.
Jackets needed for
Yeah,
that.
the balcony of the Southern will be there, so if you come by, say hi to us, and we'll give you a live preview of Market Street Festival.
But don't fret about the festival. It's looking pretty good Saturday.
Looks good. All right, that is the news at 6 o'clock. And for one, enjoy the rest of your Thursday evening.